Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a Necromancer PvP build using the new Inferno 3 essences. The title of the video says initial build, and that is because it is not finalized yet, which means that there are some more optimization that I still need to do. For that, I need to basically try a couple of more essences. I need some eternal gears and maybe some right type of stats, right? But to get those, it might have taken a few more days. Rather than waiting few more days and perfecting the build, I thought I'll share this initial build so that you can also try in the PvP right now and maybe surprise your element, because this is just fresh and people are not expecting this. I saw a lot of potential in this particular build and hence I'm making this particular video. But before I show you the gameplay clips, I want to say something like how it works, right? Basically the rotation of this particular build. So for this build, what you definitely need is you are going to need high potency. Potency is very important, and also very good crit chance. I'll tell you in the end why crit chance is important. But yeah, potency is very nice, crit chance is nice, and obviously if you have a lot of armor penetration, it is going to be very helpful in this particular build. Now for this particular build, basically the key essence, the key idea is that first we are using this new essence of bone spirits, which basically is a bone nova, and it goes on in all directions just like monk shimmerlin, right? With this bone spirits, we are also using this particular essence, which basically has a 20% chance to inflict fear, and finally this chest piece, which gives you 66.5% more damage to feared enemy. And this is the main theme, this is the main damage dealer of your particular build, and this is going to be very important in this particular build, and the build basically revolves around this, right? And apart from this, yes, Strange Sojourn is back, and basically we are using dash to inflict more fear. So there's fear from here, fear, and then more damage to feared enemy. So that is the basic concept for this build. Now let's check out the clips. So basically I dive in using the dash wraith form, the Strange Sojourn, and then I'm going to use bone spirits like here, boom. And then basically this is the basic idea. You dive in, and now we have a barb, right? I dive in, I feared the barb, and then I use my bone spirits. Now the barb has borrowed time, so I ran away. So barb is still following me. I then enter into borrowed time, and then I come out of borrowed time, and boom, he's dead. Now there is another case. I just killed one enemy. There are two barbs here, or maybe two more enemy, right? So we are also 2v2 or 2v3, something like that. But the main focus of this build is that there will be so much CC, there is going to be so much fear with this particular bone spirits that it's insane. Now here's a Necromancer. So when he comes out, wait, I'll show you, like he is feared, right? I just used Strange Sojourn and he's feared. Now we are going to use bone spirits on the feared enemy, and then I use the bone spirits, and you can see very few low health is remaining, right? So yeah, he's almost dead, he's in cheat death right now. Still I use the Strange Sojourn again, and then the bone spirits, and he's dead, right? It is very also good to basically fear a lot of enemy or catch a lot of enemy who are running away. This is again a 2 versus 2 enemy. Xena is a barb, right? So yeah, basically the CC, we are only relying on the Strange Sojourn and the CC from the bone spirits. The fear is nice, so I get a kill. But that's not all. This is an extended clip where I keep on fighting, you keep on moving away and then moving in with your Strange Sojourn and basically fearing the enemy. Here you can see, just a sec. So here you can see that a couple of this person is also feared, and also this person is also feared. Both of them are feared because of this basically the bone spirits, right? Yes, I die, but in the end I'm also able to kill the enemy as well. So yeah, 2 kills you just saw. This was an extended clip, right? I know a lot of the clips I'm showing might not seem foolproof, but this is just from the few games that I have played and I have tested the build, right? So I do feel there's a lot of potential here. So yeah, let's see more. So here there is another case where I feared the enemy, right? And he is almost dead. Very good for support as well, right? A lot of the clips I'll show you that where I almost got the kill, but someone else in my teammates are able to kill them. Like here, I've just feared the enemy, right? There's fear, and then I use the bone spirits. and they are dead. Now they are going to come back again, and I'll use bone spirits, and someone else is going to kill them, but that is fine, right? You can still be a good support here. Now the fear procs a lot with this bone spirits. Like right now I just used the bone spirit and I ran away. This bone spirits hits the particular barb here and he is feared. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but this barb is feared right now. So that is the main idea with this particular build, using a lot of CC and trying to build up as much damage, squeeze damage from this particular build. Here again there is another particular Necromancer, I guess. So I use the bone spirits and he is feared. Or maybe with the strange sojourn you have two sources of applying fear, so there is a lot of fear, and then using this particular thing he is dead, but someone else gets the kill again. That's bad luck, but yeah, it's that always happens in battlegrounds, right? So yeah, the CC is amazing. There are basically monks with a shield of Zen CC immunity, so they can counter you, heads up, but most of other classes are not running any CC immunity. So yeah, you should be fine using against other classes. So here is an interaction with the wizard. So I feared the wizard and then I use the bone spirits, and you can see he's again feared and frozen. And then I move away, and then I again move in, move out, right? And basically trying to prolong the fear as much as possible. I'll show you the rotation once later again in the video. So yeah, he used this particular ice crystal, which basically makes him immune to everything, right? If this wasn't there, he would have died. Anyway, he comes out and I still again fear him, right? With the strange sojourn, and then he dies, right? Someone else takes the kill. It's not for me, but sure, I think it was still good enough. So yeah guys, that was the gameplay of this particular build. I hope you enjoyed it. Now let's see what is the build that I'm running with. So for this particular build, I already showed you a few essences. For this bone spirits, the 3 essences that we already use. For the for the wraith form, we are using strange sojourn. This is a dash, and hence dash, and it also inflicts fear, and it also deals a lot of damage. Strange sojourn is actually very nice. Now for the other essences, we are using bone armor. This is the new essence, which basically reduces the damage that you take by 30%, and this is very important in the current meta because damage reduction is the talk of the town right now. And since damage reduction is important, I'm also using shoulder, which uses all continuous damage by 40%. You can also use basically bone armor. There are more options here. If you see a lot of wizards, go for this. Maybe if you're a whale, you can go for movement speed, up to you. And like I said, I need to fine tune. So yeah, for now this is the one. And then we finally come to the main hand and offhand. Now right now I'm using Soulfire. I might change to Bone Spear. And also for wraith form, I'm using basically right now I was using in those clips, I was using Stroke of Midnight, but maybe you don't need that. So I'm thinking to change that to basically this one, the Revenant Wind, which basically is going to again haunt enemies and deal more damage. I think this might be the better one here. So I still need to test this out. Or maybe I don't use any of these and I go with Bone Spear, because primary attack is very important here. After doing the fear, you can use there's some window to do primary attack damage. So yeah. Now moving ahead for the set items, what I am currently using is, let me remove my face. I'm using 4 pieces of gloom because the initial starter of this build is strange sojourn, right? You are using this is going to increase your crit chance, right? So yeah, I'm using gloom, and because I said crit is very important, right? And also I'm using 4 pieces of feasting barons. Not only is this going to increase the duration of fear, but also 4 pieces of fear means 20% more damage after you use strange sojourn or maybe bone spirits, right? So this is going to be very effective in this particular build. I also want to try 4 pieces of V2s. I haven't tried, so yeah, like I said, not the final build, right? So 4 pieces of V2s also has potential in this particular build. Maybe I go with 4 pieces of gloom plus 4 pieces of V2s because of primary attack, right? So yeah, we'll have to see for that. Now, why is crit so important? Crit is so important is because of bone spirits. Bone Spirits is not doing so much damage as I thought it would, although it might look very cool. But anytime you're going to engage, make sure you have 2 charges of this, because only 1 charge is not going to deal enough damage. Also, I am going to ask the devs also if this shoulder, I don't know, the damage is just not there with Bone Spirits. I'm using so much synergies and then somehow I'm able to get damage, but maybe there's increased damage reduction, so I don't know, right? So Bone Spirits, you might find that you need to really fine tune this particular skill, because this is the key essence of this skill, right? So yeah, so Bone Spirits, because of that, if you have high crit chance like Roiling Consequence, Mother's Lament, then only if Bone Spirits crits a lot, I think then only you can get a very good amount of damage and a lot of kills. But still, at this current state, I think it has very high potential. But yeah, I will definitely try to confirm if this essence is working. If it is working, then definitely this might need some fine tuning and more damage, and then this one will be perfect, right? But anyway, this is the build that I'm working with. There are still more things I can fine tune. For example, the Eternal Essence of the Bone Spirits, which basically increases the length of the Bone Spirits. This is going to be super useful in this particular build, and some other things here and there that I have it in mind. But then yeah, the video keeps on going on, then there are too many variables, right? So yeah, this is the initial build which I think might have some potential. If you try it, let me know down in the comments below if it is working for you. If something good comes out and some very better versions come out, I'll definitely make an updated video, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.